Hello everyone, hope you all are enjoying your day today. I wanted to review a completely insane movie, and I wanted you guys to see it. After this non-spoiler review, of course, is complete. The movie is called Only God Forgives. It is directed by Nicholas Winding Refn, the director of Drive and Bronson. I love both movies and I hope to review them separately, but this film was not very well received by critics and audiences. I can understand why they hate this movie, but I'm going to give my thoughts on the movie. I like this movie. It's not bad. Firstly, the film is beautiful. Every shot is like a painting and it's amazing. The colors stand out and make the shots look gorgeous. The cinematography alone is enough reason for you to see this movie. The way the camera moves is amazing. It's not shaky, it's well shot and framed. Clearly, you can tell that Nicholas cared about the film he wanted to make. He had a vision, and he made it on the big screen. Another great thing is the score by Cliff Martinez. It's very loud in some places, while also being calm and eerie. It's a nice balance, and really elevates the film, especially with the lack of dialogue in the film. The film is basically silent, like Charlie Chaplin, but with Ryan Gosling, barely saying any lines, and instead have his facial expressions show what he's feeling rather than telling us. This film is the perfect example of visual storytelling. Many films these days don't make us find out the information by just showing it to us, but instead telling us like if we're stupid. The violence in this film is well done and shot, and even though they did go a little too far in one scene, if you've seen the film, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But anyways, as for the acting, everyone is doing a great job. I like Ryan Gosling's performance, even though he has like 17 lines in the movie. Kristen Scott Thomas did an amazing job, and I really hated her character in a good way. As for the actor who played Chang, I am so sorry I cannot pronounce his name. He did an amazing job. He's my favorite performance in this movie. This guy was awesome. He was scary, he was threatening, he was compelling and eerie. And most of his character was done by other people telling us who he is and making such a big deal out of it, and he's like this great big scary thing. I like that. I also like the short runtime since the film doesn't drag and gets to the point in a way. Now here are some negatives, even though it doesn't ruin the film for me. Hell, I own it on Blu-ray now. So this is my only big negative. The characters are very thinly written. I don't understand why. Actually, I do now that I think about it. The reason is because Nicholas cut out most of the dialogue. Why? To make the film more challenging and unique. I actually like that, but it makes me not care about the characters. For example, there's a scene where our two main characters fight. Now, I would be very interested in this fight if I knew what they their motivations. It's just not very interesting when characters are fighting that you don't really care about compared to characters that we care about and love, and they're fighting. I know it's a little hard to compare, but Luke versus Darth Vader, both are very interesting, compelling characters. They fight, we're very invested into it. We see the character of Ryan Gosling and the officer, he's not really an officer, but Chang, and they fight. Sorry, I'm not very interested, even though it's a great scene, by the way. It's just that I'm not interested because the characters are not interesting. Well, except for Chang, but not Ryan Gosling. He doesn't have much, or the other characters don't have much to do. And this one's more of a nitpick, but if you hate staring, and I mean a lot of staring and waiting for people to answer the other person's question, then this is not the movie. There's Ryan Gosling stares a lot in this movie. He's just looking, and then the other characters are looking, staring. You get the point. They just stare a lot, and then whenever they ask a person a question or they're going into a conversation, it takes the other person 10 seconds to respond instead of the usual immediately answering. It's probably to take in the visuals, but it's not noticeable if you're enjoying the movie. It's kind of like Blade Runner. But the reason why I like Blade Runner more is because, the film itself is like a sci-fi world, and they take your time into that world, like let you breathe in, take it all in. While here, it's 90 minutes, so you don't have much time to take it in, even though it's visually appealing. So here are the warnings. If you don't like staring and, just answering questions or talking to each other very slow, then no. If you don't like visual storytelling or not having concrete answers, this film ain't for you. If you don't like very violent movies, this also ain't for you. Anyways, that's really it. If I had to rate this movie, I would rate it thumbs up, because I don't know what number score to give it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you eventually. I have no idea what my next video is. Also, I quickly wanted to bring up something, but I think the score for Cliff Martinez's Only God Forgives sounds very eerily similar to another score that I recall from a show. I'm just gonna play the clips side by side, and you guys can do the judgment.